What's up, live? Haters are going to tell you not to do things that they are too scared to do, have tried to do, but can't and quit, or have never done. So today I got a phone call from an agent who was very upset that I called his expired listing, and he gave me the tough guy role of, why are you calling my client? And I make about 500 dials minimum a day, so I wasn't quite sure who he was talking about. Thought it could have just been an accident, so I did a little investigation, and I said, well, did I leave a message? He said, yeah, you left a message. Okay, then I know it must have been one of his expired, basically an agent who had failed to sell a home and it came off the market and is no longer for sale. And we call those homeowners and we help them get their property sold. And he says, well, I still have a listing contract with this home seller and it's my niece and blah, 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 and you shouldn't be calling. Okay. So basically I asked him, I said, well, it's no longer on the market, so it's an expired listing, and typically we call expired listings until they either go back up for sale, they list with us, or the agent calls and says, hey, that's still my client, they're planning to do business with me, and by that time we usually, back it off. It's not a huge deal. So I asked him, I said, well, have you ever called expired listings? Because he didn't seem to know how it worked. And this wasn't a new agent. This wasn't somebody who's just starting out. This guy's been around for a long time. He said, no, I don't stoop to that level. Okay. So you have decided that you are not going to help people whose homes have come off the market because they hired an agent like you who failed to sell the home, is basically what it comes down to. Or you're too scared to make those phone calls. So you aren't going to call them. You've never tried calling them, but you're going to give me advice on how I should be selling real estate. So basically what I said was, thank you very much. And if you have any other advice on how I can sell more homes, please give me a call. And I hung up. So typical pissed off agent phone call that we called on his expired listing. And the truth is we wouldn't have to call if you had sold the fucking home. But you didn't, and it came off the market. So you're going to call me and be pissed off about it. Guys, there's so many people out there that are going to give you advice on what you should be doing that have never done what you have done before. And I'll say this, if you're one of the agents and you have a home that comes off the market and you fail to sell it and other agents call on that home and you're the person who calls those agents and cops an attitude, you deserve to lose that listing. I don't want to hear any bullshit. I don't need to hear any complaints because I hear them all. Oh, it was the wrong time of the season. It was a difficult client. The market's cold. We've heard all your bullshit. All of it. It's all bullshit. If the home doesn't sell, it is your fault because the home didn't sell. It's not the market. It is not the client. It is not the season. It is not the moon pull gravity of the fucking earth. You sucked and didn't get the home sold. That's what happened. Don't call other agents and discourage them from doing their job, which is helping the very people that you failed to help get their home sold. Now, if anybody is shaming you because you're calling expireds, fuck them. Do not listen to those people. And just for a funny reference, I looked up this person's production. I'm just curious, just got to know who's giving advice out there. And we won't even mention how poor the production was. So do not be afraid to call expired listings. Call those fucking expired listings if that's your thing. Do not let other agents try to bully you into not calling FSBOs, into not calling expireds, because they all have this idea of how real estate should be done, and it's all bullshit. Do what you want to do business the way you want to do it, follow all the local regulations and laws, that's cool. But do not listen to people who are not doing the type of production that you want to do in your business. And the person who called me, in no fucking way would I ever want to have that level of production and call other agents and give them advice on what they should or should not be doing in real estate. That's all I got for today. We'll see you guys tomorrow.